cruise guide for the next 25 to 30 minutes on this tour of the African savannah. First, some quick safety instructions. If you would get those doors next to a gentle nudge, make sure that they're securely latched. The doors are latched, not locked, so please do not lean or sit on them at any time. Please remain seated at all times while the vehicle is in motion. When we come to a complete stop, feel free to stand up, get a better look at the animals, or take a photo. Retract, they act like cleated running shoes. This one looks like a house cat, but they are not a house cat. Super beautiful though, aren't they? Now, they are sprinters, not long distance runners. They cannot run at top speed for any length of time, so they have to sneak up on their prey, make sure that they're close enough before they start chasing it so they have an opportunity to catch it. Now over on the left-hand side, we've got a tower of giraffe, a herd of giraffes called a tower. Now we have two babies over there. They're 2 months old. They actually have 3 babies. One is 7 months old and 2 of them are 2 months old. The smaller one laying down over by those palm trees, that's one of those 2 months old. You can see the other one's head. You should get a look at them now because I don't know if they'll be there when we come back or not. Those antelope behind them, those are fringe-eared oryx. The ones with the long straight horns. Those baby giraffe are super cute. Greater flamingos can live to be 65 years old as well. Up to 65, just in time to collect Medicare. They can apply, but they probably won't get too much of it since they only live up to 65, generally. Those birds at the top of the hill on the left-hand side, those are East African crowned cranes. Over on the left-hand side, we have 2 different species of pelican. We've got the great white pelican and the Dalmatian pelican. The Dalmatian pelican is the largest species of pelican and is the one with the gray on its wings. Both species have what is called a gular pouch attached to their lower jaw. They use it to capture fish and swallow it whole, but it does double duty as a method of regulating their body temperature when they do what is called gular fluttering. Favorite gazelle. This is the Sommeringh's gazelle. They've got the tan back, white belly, and look at those beautiful markings on their face. It looks like eye makeup. It is actually called a threat mask, a physiological characteristic that we see in other species of antelope as well, and it does a couple of things. Hides their eyes, helps to elongate their horns so they look more intimidating. When you're facing a predator, you want to look big, mean, and intimidating, and all these tools help these antelope achieve that. Now, they don't look too intimidating to me. I think that... Outside, this is one of the most endangered species we have here at the park. These are Somali wild ass. They've got that beautiful visual. They are all different. Not 2 of them is the same, and they are called follow me marks when they migrate from one place to another. They're typically going to be grazing as they're walking along. They can glance up, see those follow me marks, and know that they have not been separated from the herd. They do not want to be separated from each other because there's safety in numbers. Now, as I mentioned, they're critically endangered. Their native habitat of Somalia due to drought, famine, and civil war. There's only a few hundred individuals left in the wild. But this park was opened Mother's Day 1972, and its primary purpose is a breeding facility. We've increased populations of endangered species in the past and released them into the wild, and we will continue to do that work. There's some Cape buffalo out there, and then we have these Maasai giraffes. Now, the one with the black spots that is standing under the shade of that tree, that is the breeding male. He's about 18 feet tall. His tongue is about 18 inches long. Now, giraffes, like I've mentioned, have a prehensile tongue. So if you look at what I'm doing with my index finger, if you curl your index finger down real tight like that, that's kind of how their tongue works. They can wrap it right around a branch and strip it of its leaves. Giraffes are uniquely designed to take advantage of a food source that is up much higher than other hoofed mammals can reach. So nature did not let a food source go to waste. And under each palm tree. One is right up against the perimeter wall. It's going to be hard for us to see them once we get off this bridge. But I am going to stop on this bridge for a minute so you can take in that beautiful view on the left-hand side of the San Pasqual Valley. You can see all the way back down past that pond where we saw those pelicans. Great photo op on the left-hand side of that beautiful valley with those animals in the background. On the right-hand side, we've got more roan antelope. We've got some red lechwe and some red French gazelles as well. They're absolutely gorgeous. There's one walking along that service road right down there on the left-hand side, gray with white stripes on the sides, fringe hanging down from the neck, and they have these beautiful, long, curvy horns. These guys' horns are not even fully developed. They will continue to get longer, curvier, and spiraled. There's also Grevy's zebras down there, and roan antelope, those tan ones with the black threat mask, those are roan antelopes. Now the striping patterns on each one of these zebras are unique to each individual. They are all different. There's another greater kudu right there too, walking up that service road right next to those rocks. Walking by the two zebras. That's a greater, they are amazing. I love the greater kudu. Now, as I was saying, the striping patterns on each zebra are unique to each individual. They're all different. And a herd of zebras called a dazzle. They have micas can. Now, over here on the left-hand side, these large tan antelope with the spiraled horns. This is one of the largest antelope, if not the largest. This is Patterson's eland, or the common eland. They are about 2,000 pounds and 6 feet tall. Beautiful spiraled horns. They have that patch of skin that hangs down from the neck called a dewlap. It is filled with blood vessels that circulate cooler blood throughout their body so they can regulate their body temperature. Past them, laying in the shade of that tree, those are a Lipson waterbuck. And over on the right-hand side,